Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. And welcome to a quick new trading education video. All right. What's time for one? Last one I made, I think was a couple of days ago, somewhere on Tuesday, maybe earlier. I'm not sure. It's been a while, but Bitcoin is a bit bearish right now, so I just wanted to take some time to make a video about the altcoin season, all right? The season in which altcoins rally, you'll make a lot of money. It's an amazing time, all right? And how to know when that's actually happening, all right? And I do want to make a quick disclaimer, and that is that this is not the standard clickbait video telling you that altcoin season is about to start and you should load your bags right now. On the contrary, I actually do not think that the real altcoin season is here yet. Now, it's a bit of a weird term because the altcoin season is basically this, all right? So what you saw right here, since basically somewhere in the middle of 2020, is that altcoins, this is the total three. So that's the total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, all right? And you saw that this started rallying middle of 2020, but especially the beginning of 2021, all right? This was the main bull market, and then it continued right here. So this is what you want to see. This is the big altcoin season. But what is true is that there's also just certain times in which altcoins perform better than Bitcoin. And that isn't necessarily an altcoin season, or it's a very short season. But spotting those can actually be very beneficial as well. So the real definition of an altcoin season is just when Bitcoin is bullish or bearish. It doesn't matter. Usually it's still bullish, but altcoins are more bullish and altcoins start to rally. That's the definition. Now, in general, the main thing to look at, and it's actually, I think it's easier than you think, but the main thing to look at is the Bitcoin dominance, all right? So the Bitcoin dominance is basically how much of the total crypto market is Bitcoin. That's basically what it is. And what you see if you zoom out is that when the Bitcoin dominance peaked, that was the 2nd of January, that was the start of the big altcoin season, all right, and the altcoin bull market. That's basically what you have to do. You have to find the top of the Bitcoin dominance. Now, that's way easier said than done. In reality, this is difficult to find. So that's in general what you have to look at. But what you should look at more, I think, is just the general trend of the Bitcoin dominance. All right, and just as a quick caveat to kind of shift to something else, at this moment, the Bitcoin dominance compared to the Bitcoin dominance when the altcoin season started is very low, right? Right now it's at 54%. Back then it was at 73%. Now altcoins have improved, and I don't think the Bitcoin dominance is going up to that level again. But the thing is that the Bitcoin dominance right now is very much still in an uptrend, all right? So that's one of the key reasons why I don't think that the altcoin season is here yet. This is just in an uptrend, all right? And what you can see is that you also have times where the Bitcoin dominance gets into a little bit of a downtrend. So for example, June 22nd up until September or June, beginning of June 22 till the beginning of September 22, what you can see then is that beginning of June is that there was also a short altcoin season in which altcoins performed better than Bitcoin, but not that well. I mean, in general, the market circumstances right here were obviously not ideal. 2023 was much better. But yeah, that's the main thing to look at. So do I think the altcoin season is starting right now? No, I think altcoins are strong. You can see we just had a bullish breakout, and I do think that the total three is in an uptrend. So altcoins do not see, we might have a bit of a pullback here in the short term, but altcoins are bullish. I just think that at this point of time, Bitcoin dominance is still on an uptrend, so Bitcoin will still be the most bullish in general. Some altcoins will outperform it, whatever, doesn't matter. And I also do want you to know that if the Bitcoin dominance drops down, that does not necessarily mean that Bitcoin will be bearish, all right? So that does not necessarily mean that you should sell all your Bitcoin. If you look at the Bitcoin dominance here at the start of the bull market, the 2nd of January 2021, the price of Bitcoin back then was right here, right? The price of Bitcoin was at like 32,000. Bitcoin went on to still double in price. So don't get that twisted. If Bitcoin dominance peaks, that usually means that altcoins will start to perform better. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin will drop down. Bitcoin will probably still stay bullish. So at this moment, Bitcoin dominance still bullish. If we see some sort of a shift, so if the Bitcoin dominance starts to shift below the 200 EMA, for example, which the last time that happened was July 2022, then you can start to see altcoins outperform. For now, I think certain altcoins will still perform very, very well, but it's not there yet. But that's the main thing to watch. I mean, you can also see right here, September 2019. Then we made some sort of a top right here. And we started to really shift the 28th of May 2020. Here you can see that the Bitcoin dominance went into a downtrend on a daily time frame. All right, so 29th of May 2020. If we go to the 29th of May 2020, I believe that's right here. There you can also see that altcoins started to rally more. So in general, the Bitcoin dominance is the main thing to look at. If you see that starts to go into a downtrend, that usually means that altcoins are stronger. If you can find some sort of a top, which is difficult to find, then you can also assume that we're going to be that we're going to have some stronger altcoins. All right, and resistance levels do matter, like 57, 58%, 60% maybe. That's a strong resistance level. Maybe if Bitcoin gets there, we can actually have some sort of an altcoins season. And then what you should also know, just as some sort of a side note, is Ethereum against Bitcoin. Very bearish right now, which means that Bitcoin is stronger than Ethereum. If this starts to shift, so if we see some sort of a bullish breakout right here above the 200 EMA, and this gets into an uptrend, Ethereum will be stronger than Bitcoin, and it's probably wise that you shift some of your Bitcoin holdings into Ethereum, and potentially Ethereum beta coins like Arbitrum, Optimism, ENS, SSV, Lido DAO, etc. All right, so that's something else you should know, but that in general is how to spot when the altcoin season is happening. And like I said, at this moment, I think the Bitcoin dominance is still much too strong and much too bullish. And I think in general, Bitcoin, if this is really the bull market, Bitcoin still has a lot of potential to go even higher. So don't think it's here yet. That's what you need to know. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, but that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.